In the wild heart of northern Tanzania, there is a place that looks like it belongs on another planet. This is Lake Natron. From a distance, it appears peaceful. It shimmers under the African sun with a strange, beautiful pink glow. The water looks inviting, almost like a giant calm pool, but don't be fooled by its beauty. This lake holds a deadly secret. It is one of the most dangerous bodies of water on Earth. Its calm surface hides a powerful force that can turn living things into stone. It is a place of mystery where beauty and danger walk hand in hand, creating a landscape that is both stunning and terrifying. The lake gets its name from natron, a natural compound left behind when water evaporates. This substance is mostly made of sodium carbonate and a bit of baking soda. The surrounding volcanoes have filled the area with rich volcanic ash, which washes into the lake. This makes the water extremely alkaline, with a pH level as high as 10.5. This is almost as alkaline as ammonia, which is very harmful to the skin and eyes of most animals. The water is also incredibly hot, sometimes reaching temperatures of 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a harsh and unforgiving environment, a chemical soup that few creatures can survive. Imagine stepping into this water. The high salt content would sting any cuts on your skin. The extreme heat would burn you. The high alkalinity would feel like a chemical burn, slowly dissolving your skin. It sounds like something from a nightmare, but this is the reality of Lake Natron. The lake is a natural trap, a deceptive killer that uses its beautiful colors to hide its true nature. It is a powerful reminder that in the wild, the most beautiful things can often be the most dangerous. This is a place you must respect from a safe distance. This unique combination of heat and chemicals makes Lake Natron a place of transformation. It's not just a lake. It's a living chemistry experiment. The air around it is often heavy with the smell of sulfur from the nearby Olduino Lengai volcano, an active volcano that spews a unique type of lava rich in the very minerals that feed the lake. This constant supply of minerals ensures the lake remains a hostile, alien world. It's a place that challenges our understanding of what a lake should be, presenting a vision of nature at its most extreme and its most creative. The most famous and frightening feature of Lake Natron is its ability to preserve animals. It acts like a natural sculptor, turning unfortunate creatures into stone-like statues. When animals like birds or bats accidentally fall into the water, they don't simply decompose as they would elsewhere. The lake's high concentration of sodium carbonate acts as a powerful preservative. This is the same substance the ancient Egyptians used for their mummification process. The chemical-rich water soaks into the animal's body, hardening its tissues and preserving it perfectly in the position it died. These preserved animals are a haunting sight. They wash ashore looking like eerie, detailed sculptures. Feathers, skin, and even the expressions on their faces are frozen in time. The photographer Nick Brandt brought these stone creatures to the world's attention with his famous photo series. He found these calcified animals along the shoreline and placed them in lifelike poses as if they were still alive but frozen in motion. His powerful photographs capture the lake's spooky beauty, showing us the grim reality of what happens when life meets the lake's deadly waters. They are a chilling testament to the lake's power. The process is remarkably fast. The extreme alkalinity of the water essentially pickles the animals. The salt crusts that form on their bodies create a hard, protective shell. This prevents the normal process of decay from happening. Instead of being eaten by bacteria and scavengers, the animal becomes a permanent part of the landscape. It's a strange kind of immortality, a stony monument to a life cut short. The lake doesn't just kill, it creates a sort of natural museum of its victims, displaying them for all to see along its desolate shores. These stone statues serve as a stark warning to any creature that gets too close. They're lined up along the water's edge like ancient gargoyles guarding the lake's secrets. Seeing a bird with its wings outstretched, forever unable to fly, is both fascinating and deeply sad. It shows the unforgiving nature of this environment. Lake Natron is a powerful example of how nature can be both a creator and a destroyer. It gives us a glimpse into a world where the rules of life and death are very different from what we are used to. Despite its deadly reputation, Lake Natron is not a wasteland. In a surprising twist, this dangerous lake is a place of new life. It is the most important breeding ground in the world for lesser flamingos. Millions of these beautiful pink birds travel to the lake to build their nests and raise their young. But why would they choose such a dangerous place? The answer is simple. The danger is their protection. The harsh, alkaline water keeps predators away from their nests. Lions, jackals, and other hunters cannot cross the caustic water, so the flamingos can breed in peace. The flamingos have special adaptations that allow them to survive here. They have tough, leathery skin on their legs that protects them from the alkaline water. They can drink water from freshwater springs that flow into the lake. They also have special glands in their noses that help them filter out the salt. These amazing birds have found a way to thrive in an environment that is deadly to almost everything else. They build their nests on the small salt islands that form in the lake, creating a safe nursery for their chicks, far from any land-based threats. The lake's incredible colors also play a role in this story of survival. The deep reds and bright pinks come from tiny organisms called cyanobacteria and algae. These microscopic life forms love the salty, alkaline water. They are a type of extremophile, meaning they can live in extreme environments. These bacteria are the main source of food for the flamingos. As the flamingos eat the bacteria, they absorb the pigments, which is what gives their feathers their famous pink color. The lake's color is literally a sign of its life-giving food source. So, the very things that make Lake Natron so dangerous are also what make it a perfect home for flamingos. The high alkalinity protects them, and the salt-loving bacteria feed them. It is a perfect example of how life can adapt to even the most extreme conditions. The sight of millions of flamingos creating a sea of pink against the red water is one of nature's greatest spectacles. It shows that even in the harshest places on Earth, life can find a way not just to survive, but to flourish in spectacular fashion. Lake Natron is more than just a natural wonder. It is a vital place for science and discovery. Scientists are fascinated by this extreme environment. They study the extremophiles, the bacteria and algae that live in the lake's harsh water. Understanding how these organisms survive in such high temperatures and alkalinity can teach us about the limits of life on Earth. It helps us understand how life might exist in other parts of the universe, such as on planets like Mars, which may have had salty alkaline lakes in its past. Lake Natron is like a natural laboratory for astrobiologists. The lake is also becoming a unique tourist destination. Adventurous travelers come from all over the world to see its otherworldly landscape and the incredible flocks of flamingos. Of course, tourism here must be handled very carefully. The environment is fragile, and the flamingos must not be disturbed during their breeding season. Responsible tourism can help protect this amazing place by bringing awareness and income to the local communities who help conserve the area. It gives people a chance to witness one of the planet's most unusual and beautiful ecosystems up close. The lessons from Lake Natron are profound. It teaches us about adaptation, survival, and the delicate balance between life and death. It shows us that beauty can be found in the most unexpected and dangerous places. The lake is a living paradox, a deadly trap that is also a cradle of life, a desolate landscape that is bursting with color and activity. It reminds us that our planet is full of strange and wonderful places that are still waiting to be fully understood. It pushes the boundaries of our imagination and challenges what we thought we knew about the natural world. This place forces us to look at nature with new eyes. It is a world of stark contrasts where stone statues of dead animals line the shores of a lake that supports millions of living birds. It is a landscape painted in colors that seem too vibrant to be real, yet they are the product of microscopic life thriving in lethal conditions. The lake is a powerful symbol of nature's creativity and resilience. If you stood on the shores of this crimson lake watching the flamingos dance in the caustic water, what would you feel? Hit like, smash, subscribe, and stay tuned.